Guys, welcome back to another video of Tokyo Ghoul Call to Exist. So, last video left off on the One-Eyed King elimination operation. So now, we've only got 3 more. So we got to do the defense of the 24th Ward. And so, okay. So these 2 right here, I should be able to do at least in 1 video. This one right here will be 2 videos since this is 2 parts. Alright, so I think this is the goat hideout. Yeah. In the multiplayer, if you're doing this on hard mode, it's not too difficult. Really the main part you gotta worry about is protecting the gate right behind you right there. Yeah, other than that, I'd say everything else is pretty easy. You'll have to fight a lot of investigators though later through the parts of this mission in hard mode. And also, whenever you fight a boss, in hard mode, really the most damage you're going to be doing to them is whenever you do the follow-up attack. But I'd say whenever you put a boss in hard mode and in the stagger state, I would say attack them for at least about almost 10 seconds and then finish it off with the follow-up attack. Because really that's where most of your damage is going to come from, is that follow-up. And like I said, there'll be more investigators like these, and you'll towards the end of the mission you'll fight, I think, at least 3 character bosses together. 3 or 2 at least. Which won't be that hard because they'll usually be attracted to your teammates rather than you. And multiplayer, this doesn't happen in the multiplayer. And the multiplayer, after you do that, a mortar strike will appear, and you gotta take it out right here. I don't know though. I might be able to do 2 parts up in this video. I might be able to do this and then start the next part, and then I can do the side story in 1 episode. Honestly, I don't like that special attack too much. It's not really one of my favorites out of all of them. Where's Skiyama? Oh, he's stuck. Your teammates will sometimes get stuck down here. So you gotta kinda help them out. And there we go. Oh, I gotta activate this. At least in multiplayer or up in this, at least they made it to where, because these guys you have to wait for all of them to end up going through this door, and lots of investigators will appear and bosses. It's a good thing they didn't make it to where you have to protect a certain number of these guys, because if you did, then I don't think it would be possible. Like you would have to honestly, in multiplayer you probably wouldn't even be able to solo this. You would probably have to do it with teammates. Cause I think I've soloed every mission just about on hard mode, and really out of all of them, the ones I have trouble with is I used to have troubles with this one, but now I don't. But the only one I really have trouble with is the disposal facility in Cochlea. Because when you have to transport that ghoul and protect him, that's really the hardest part. And like honestly, I feel like they need to make it to where your teammates, you can at least tell them what to do or something like that. Like tell them to use a special move or something like that. Because they're like, really, to me, the AI in this game is just not great. Like the ghoul AIs, they have no way of healing at all, and they rarely do their moves. Like I think if you probably go on a mission, you might see it one time, but they need to have it to where the AIs can do a way of healing rather than just having them die and then just keep on reviving them, because that's really annoying to do most of the time. Alright, so that's all of that for them. And then there should be one more part, and then that will be it. And then I'll go do the next part in this episode, since this mission isn't that long. Also, if you're playing like the regular campaign through Kaneki and stuff, this is the first time you end up seeing Juzo up in the game, like actually fighting. Okay, so you see, yeah, Sciamma just used his special move. I hate how Juzo too, like he always jumps back, and like he's always moving. So that's what makes him also pretty difficult to like just predict. There we go. Easy. In hard mode, it just really in hard mode, only thing you got to worry about is defending the gate, and then after that, everything is easy. All right, so do the next part, which is search for Kaneki. So this part is easy as well. The enemies that you fight that are in the black coat, their health is kind of like an enemy in hard mode. They take a while to kill a little bit. Those guys right there. It kind of sucks too, because the weapon that Urie has right now is the Mimic, which is made from Noro, but you can't use the special attack that it has that sends out like a tentacle in front of you, which is pretty good. But we'll be fighting the dragons, and you'll be fighting these dudes. There's not many of them, but they have a lot of health, I think. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't show their health bar, but I know it takes them I think it takes a little bit. Also, that the blocking that Udier is doing just now, like this, I think this can be really good if you just master it. It's basically just a parry, but if you're good with parrying and timing, you know, your blocks, then you can most likely just completely stun lock an enemy, as long as you got the stamina to do it. Okay, so let's see what Udier's special move looks like. Okay. Yeah, also since he's I don't know if they really just wanted to make it like this, but he doesn't use the special move of the sword. Which with the mimic, whenever you use your special move, it makes a area of effect, like going basically, it just does what Noro does with his tentacles. It just goes in an outward, formation around you, which is pretty good, especially if you're playing against actual other players in the game, and you want to get them away from you or protect your teammates. You just use that, and it'll attack them all around. So now let's go save this dude over here. Just drop down right here. Also, usually when I'm playing multiplayer and I'm on a ghoul and I have to play as a ghoul, my team is usually Nishiki, because he can grab enemies, and if he uses a special move, he has an AoE effect. I usually use Toka for the range, and I'll either use Kaneki sometimes, or I'll usually put Skiyama on my team. And it's a pretty good team. I'd say it's pretty solid. There we go. I probably gotta go back in that area I was just at. I need to go kill those enemies over there. Oh wow, the headshot did a lot of damage. Also, I don't know if the dragon orphans count as ghouls or not, but if you're trying to get the achievement for killing a certain number of ghouls, then if these guys count as ghouls, then that would be great, because you can farm these guys in the last mission. where you fight Furuta, because a lot of them appear there. Okay, these guys are right behind us. There we go. Yeah, not sure if these guys count as ghouls, but like I said, if you're trying to get that achievement, just fight these guys in the last level where you fight Furuta. And for investigators, I would say probably just do Goat's Hideout. That's the one I've seen the most investigators in. Alright, so almost done. Okay, these guys are on the opposite side. Didn't even hit. Oh, somehow I hit somebody. Okay. This dude up, and then in the side story of this part, I believe you play as Toka, and then you basically just go around the same area, but you have to destroy those eyeballs looking for Kaneki. That looks so bad. Okay, yeah, this is where you separate from Toka and them. So in the side story, you'd be playing as Toka. But I can't remember what you do over here. I know you go over there. But... oh yeah, you fight Toru. That's who you do. if you fight him right here or if you gotta go to another area. Okay, it's right here. Also, if you don't know, Toru is a girl. I don't think it really ever explains why she tries to seem like a guy. Okay, so in his awakening mode, he is using the mimic's ability. Try not to get caught up in that either. There we go. Alright, so that's that mission. Okay, so in the next video we will do the side story for that, which you will play as Toka and you'll destroy the eyeballs looking for Kaneki inside of them. And then I should be able to do this last part in the next episode as well, so most likely the next episode will be the last one for Tokyo Ghoul. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.